Grayscale and we're on the spot. Dance the pain away or give it all till it all gets better. I just think they capture the spectrum of emotions that are depicted throughout the record. Happy, sad, grieving, celebrating, and everything in between. They both kind of capture all that. Like, my goal lyrically writing the record, I wanted to give a really raw, honest explanation of the things I had experienced over the last few years, and I think with that comes everything in life that you feel, happy, sad, and everything in between. So we wanted to write a record that you could cry to and dance to and jump around to and all of that. Hence, in life, Nella Vita. I've known Nick and Dallas and Andrew since I was like 13. I thought Nick was a nerd. I still think Nick's a nerd.
The other Nick.
Other Nick.
Yeah.
Dallas is the same kid he's always been. He's just like a quiet, smart man. Andrew's he is the same 13-year-old. Well, he's a little older, so he's the same 15, 16-year-old now as when I met him 10 years ago. And when I met this Nick, who joined the band later, I just thought he was a hokey Midwest nice guy. I learned later on that he really isn't that nice. He's just an average person.
Not true. Not true. And I thought Colin was chill, but he's not at all. Yeah. So I would say the same thing though. We probably met them in 2013. We played a show at the Kung Fu Necktie in Philly, my old band in Grayscale, and the venue didn't even know we had a show that day. So that was pretty fun. Definitely, Nick is like the super quiet, like timid one. Vaughn has a sense of timidness to him as well. Dallas is like this genius hermit.
He's like Henry David Thoreau.
Yeah, but he's like. Dallas is hilarious. I love Dal, and I do love Kyle too, even though he's not chill.
I'm a chill guy. I really am. You just gotta get to know me. He doesn't know me well enough to know how chill I am.
Not.
I guess.
I don't live in a wagon with him all year round or anything, so.
He's gonna figure it out soon. I think social media. I think the illusion of. I think social media and what it does to people. I think there's a lot of great things that social media does. I think like. Being able to get news quickly is great, but I think the false sense of belonging that social media can do, what it does to younger people, I think it's actually crazy. And I've actually really looked into it, and when you study like chemically what it does, like it gives your body like dopamine hits every time you get like notifications, and I think I just think people don't go outside enough, and I know that makes me sound like an old, calloused old man, but I think like people need to go outside and like learn to talk to people like face to face, and really build relationships with people. And
I think the constant want to being accepted is like
it
takes a toll mentally.
I think it's like social media shows you this immediate satisfaction. Like it shows you this like, oh well, like you want to start working out and make your body look different. Like here's this insanely in shape person, but like the journey of it is like the interesting part of life, like the ups and downs, and people are so quick now, I feel like, because of social media and like the need for immediate satisfaction to negate that and just like want the results right away without the work. And I think like the journey is all part of it, like the struggles, it's a good thing, it's human to struggle.
And it's also like how early kids get like social media in general, like how quick they get Instagram or Facebook when they're 11 or 12 and they haven't experienced anything, and then they're literally just have all this information dumped on them, like Colin said. And just like when you're a sponge like that, and you have like, that's why this anxiety occurs, you know what I mean, from constantly trying to be wanted by people and accepted. So that it's crazy to see.
Go like I would suggest going like ding dong ditching.
Yeah.
Egg cars while you can, because before you're 18, generally you can get away with it.
Try that.
Try egging some cars. I think, well, obviously in 2019, social media is necessary, but I think the thing I love about our band is we've really tried to make it more about establishing and growing a sense of community, and being positive with our fans and making everybody, not making them feel belong, like demonstrating to them that this is they do belong.
Yeah.
It is a family. It is a community. Like what Grayscale does. Like we say it all the time, but like we have the best fans in the world. We say that like constantly. We mean it, because it's just like the amount of support we have, like the the gifts we get, like it's just crazy the amount that like our fans care about us and each other. Like it's just, it makes me so happy to see. I feel like a proud dad. It's like sick, and that goes for everybody. Like that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us wanting, you know, like we love writing music, but seeing the reaction to people, you know, when we put out new music, like Nella Vita recently has been so insanely positive, like beyond my imagination, and it's just been so sick, and we're so thankful, and we'll never not be thankful.
For sure. And your question, you said social media, like how you said knee-jerk reaction, like how quick everything's processed. Is that what you were talking about? And it's very weird to see, like, obviously when we put music out, we have, you know, social media is like huge, obviously. So it's like, but watching how music used to be and like kind of like adapt to social media is very odd. So I wonder what it was like to wait for your record to be out and slowly watch, instead of like, now we put it out and everybody has it at midnight on Spotify or whatever, you know what I mean? Right. So it's very weird, and that's an exciting moment, but it's like, it also can be stressful, but it's like, I think we're in the headspace of like, we put out what we love, and people are gonna like it, people aren't, and it's whatever. Like the negative comments, we kind of enjoy. They're funny to us, actually. It's hilarious.
Yeah. There's one negative comment for every 500 positive ones, so like we don't care, and I don't even really read the comments anymore, but like, there's times where we'll sit and we'll read, and there's times I've laughed so hard I've peed my pants, literally reading some of the things. Like if you go through YouTube comments, just like the grammar, like people stumble upon it and are like, dude, like they're like lost. They're like this isn't this band. Like I came here looking for this band. I hate this band. Like
well, it's like their name is like As I Lay Dying 619, and it's like, no offense to As I Dying, 'cause I used to love them, but it's like this kid clearly has something he wants to listen to, but he like listens to our music and then shits on it, and it's like, bro, he's like, you just don't like this music. Like what are you wasting your time commenting on?
He's like, I'm not hearing any guttural screams, and I'm not sure why. Like, but I'm like, well,
we're not Pig Destroyer. Sorry.
It's sick. Like I almost like it. Yeah, it's just, there's something about it that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
people
fun.
are like lost on the internet. Like don't like have a map upside down and can't find their way out. It's sick.
It's fun to watch. There was actually someone that was like, so when we did kick Nick out of the band, people like started making things up, like when Nick made a statement, like these guys, like he essentially said we're assholes in the band, and then people were like, come to think of it, they like wouldn't talk to me outside of a show. Yeah. And Colin Walsh is a dickhead, and Colin's like, I've never like not, unless it's like a ton of people where we have to go somewhere, like we have to do something or a time crunch. There's never been a time where we've ever been rude and not wanted to talk to people. It's just like, you have to understand that it's like there's no time in the day to just sit there, because once one person talks, the other people want to talk, and it's totally fine. But it's like people started making up shitty things and like fake stories about us as people, where they're like, come to think of it, they are shitty, and then just all taking Nick's side.
Dude, when we did that fake kick Nick out, which we'll never do anything like that ever again, because it was crazy. Because we thought it'd be like funny, and it was, and then like I got like threats.
Death threats.
I got like crazy threats. Like it was crazy. Like people freaked out. So I don't think, I mean, that's not even a misconception. I don't think there's like misconceptions. I don't know.
That's like the only time I can think of people being like, man, they're assholes, and we're not assholes.
Our label, Fearless Records, was like, hey, we have this, you know, here's this video. We're coming up on it. We're gonna announce it soon. Here's what we think you should do. We think you should do like some of these little trailers of like your reactions, because at the end of the video, we all like Nick yells at us when we react, and we're like, yeah, that's a great idea, Fearless, but a better idea. What could go wrong? How about we pretend that we actually kick Nick out? And they're like, okay. So they let us do it, and then we pretended to kick Nick out of the band. And we were in a Waffle House parking lot when we announced it, and we're like laughing. It was after a show, and we're like driving and laughing. It was on the tour we were supporting, State Champs. And we like, pulled into this Waffle House. We're eating Waffle House, and we're like laughing. We're like, haha, look at these. Like everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, this is so funny. And then like 30 minutes went by, and we were all like, oh shit, like this is, people are like really upset. And then like an hour or two went by, and people like were sending us like videos of them crying, like videos of them like burning merch, like video threatening us, threatening me, like just like crazy stuff. And I think it just like very quickly turned where we were like, yo, like we really upset a lot of people. It was just supposed to be like a joke, but like after 24 hours we were like, oh, this was a joke, sorry. And so many people were like,
honestly felt like a week.
It felt forever. Yeah, that was the thing.
Because I honestly had like this odd pit in my stomach the
I
whole
couldn't
time.
sleep. I literally couldn't sleep.
Yeah,
It sucked.
because it was like this uncomfortable feeling where everyone was actually reacting for us. I don't know. It was very uncomfortable.
But like we had to commit to it.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't
You had to sell
go 20 minutes later and then bail. So we committed to it for like 24 hours, and it felt like a week. And a lot of people were upset, but a lot of people afterwards were like, I knew all along. But like they were the same people sending us
drying their tears.
videos of them crying. So
we played Masquerade, in Atlanta. Before we went on, took a fake picture without Nick in it. So the picture that everyone saw without Nick in it was just side stage.
With us four.
Yeah, with us four. And then that's when we posted that. And then right after the show when we left, we posted, and I think we had a day off after. That's why, to let like everything sink in.
Right. I think that was the positive outcome of it, was like we knew obviously people cared about our band, like we know that, but like not like, I think we were blown away at like how much people cared.
And I think we actually felt bad.
Like we felt bad, like this really like affected people. And I think for that I would say sorry.
Yeah.
We won't do anything like that again. It was just supposed to be like a joke. I respect the commitment to the people that literally were so upset that they were threatening us. Like, it was crazy. No, I mean, I would just say, like, maybe relax a little, but I'm sorry that we upset you. We didn't mean to. Genuinely felt bad upsetting people.
And if anybody gets kicked out again, it's probably for real.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a joke. Wouldn't do that
I don't
again.
think that's going to happen.
No, it won't.
But, yeah. We're Grayscale. For videos of... I knew it. See? I knew it was going to happen.
Which camera are we looking at?
This one.
Okay.
Now you asked that?
Well, it's like, because I think a lot of these videos, like, we look at him, which
Yeah.
is fine, because it's like there's obviously someone asking questions.
Right.
But I just want to make sure.
We are Grayscale. For more videos of all your favorite artists, subscribe to APTV.